Martin Luther King was 30-something years old when he passed, when he was killed. Malcolm X, 30-something years old when he was assassinated.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle, 33 years old when he was assassinated, bro. Like, you don't have time.
Yeah.
You might not get killed by somebody trying to, that might not, I don't wish that on nobody. I hope that don't happen, but it's gonna happen to somebody. Yeah. Right? But you drive a car every day. If you ain't got no car, you ride the bus every day. If you ain't got no bus, you walk every day. You go outside. COVID is killing everybody. We started this off saying RIP to like 10 people, bro.
Yeah.
You don't have time. Now, I get it. You die, you ain't even gonna have none of the benefit of that retirement money. Get your life insurance policy so your family can eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get on your purpose so while you are here, you might be able to tap into something that can change your life while you're here. You don't have no time. What's going on, people? This is Nigel.
This is Brad.
And this is the Uplift Fitness Club podcast. But it's something about a challenge that brings you that joy. You know, like when you was in that class, bro. You gotta tell the story, bro.
Which class?
When you was in middle school and you was in the class, man, with the Remedial.
Oh, man.
You gotta tell the story, man. I told Mr. Anderson that story too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He ain't remember.
You don't remember?
He ain't remember.
Yeah,
tell
man.
people that story, man.
So in middle school, they had the students broken up in these sections. And the sections basically determine the curriculum in a sense, right?
Right, the rigor.
Right.
How hard your coursework was going to be.
Right. So I was in the section where the curriculum wasn't as difficult, right, as some other sections, right?
Keep it real, man. You was in the dumb class.
I was in the dumb class, right? I was in the dumb class. I don't know how I got there, because I feel like I did all right in elementary school.
Probably not.
But probably not. I don't know. But I got in there and okay, this is 7th grade. So I was in there, right? I was in this class, and I was never the student to participate like that, right?
Yeah.
I may know the answer, right, to everything. Yeah. And I'm just one of them kids. I ain't raising my hand. I ain't got time. I just want to go home. I'm ready for gym class.
Right.
So I mean, go outside, catch some football.
Yeah, gym every day too,
yeah. I'm ready for gym. All I'm thinking about is how I'm getting ready to juke Nigel, right? Or if he gonna be my quarterback today, so I can maul somebody.
So we can get 16
That's
touchdowns.
all I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about what these teachers got going on, right? Just give me the homework, give me the project, so I can go home and I can just do it and turn it in tomorrow, please, because this class is crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm in this class, man, and I notice, week after week, these teachers is, giving out these problems or asking these questions to I know the answer to everything.
Uh-huh.
Man, I ain't never been in these classes where I just know everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, one day I just got fed up, and I'm pretty sure, one week I got fed up, and I'm thinking I'm just answering, from science class to math class to English class. I'm raising my hand in every class, right? Just looking at these kids like, what's wrong with y'all? This is crazy. And one of these classes I remember, it's a science class, right? The teacher, I asked the question, I don't know what it was. Maybe something in regards to photosynthesis or something. Right? And
big word alert.
I'm looking down, right? As usual, I ain't paying no mind. I'm probably playing tic-tac-toe
by yourself.
By myself on my paper, right? and I'm unconsciously listening to teacher ask this question. Man, it's like the third time I heard, I'm finishing my game of tic-tac-toe, and she asked this question again for the third time, right? And I'm like, dang, don't nobody know the answer to this? I'm looking around in this class. I look up, is nobody really answering this question right now? Man, so I had to throw my hand up, right? I don't know what I said, but I'm like, yeah, that's it. What's wrong?
What's wrong with y'all?
How do y'all not know this?
Yeah.
I ain't even listening, and I know this. So I answered the question, man, and I want to say the following week, all the teachers, right, got together. Mind you, these sections, I want to say when you were in this particular section, everybody that's in your English class is in your science class.
You move with your class.
Right.
Teachers stay in the same rooms. You move with your class.
So all those teachers came together and was like, yeah, Bradley is not fit. to be in this class. I don't know where the mix-ups is at, but we gotta get them into a more advanced class.
And but that's crazy though. You was in a class that was easy as hell,
right?
And it got you mad because everybody in there acting like they don't know nothing.
They don't, right. Because I've always, all my classes, bro, it's always been somebody.
To answer all the questions.
Right, it's always a Mario that won't raise their hand. You know what I'm saying? There's always one of them students that won't raise their hand and answer something. And I know I ain't got to worry about like, dang, come on, Mario, raise your hand, boy. Why you don't want to answer the question? But yeah, those classes, man, I just remember like, yo, what is going on around here?
But you needed a challenge,
But I needed a challenge, right? I needed a challenge. I was getting frustrated just knowing like, why does the teacher keep asking, you know, these questions over and over and nobody got the answer to it.
I mean,
man,
there's plenty of examples like that where, you know, being in that comfortable, not even comfortable, but that like coddling environment breeds resentment.
Right.
It's so many, like, I mean, you think about like trust fund babies, you hear stories. I don't know nobody like that.
Yeah.
But you hear stories, they end up on drugs or they end up blowing the money and now the parents got to bail them out.
Yeah.
It's because it's something about something that you didn't put no work into to get that you don't appreciate like that.
For sure.
You know, you can't get that you can't get that joy out of something that you didn't build. It was just here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it took to actually get this.
Yeah, you don't want to delay work.
That's why women don't, a lot of times they don't like compliments on their physical appearance because it's like they didn't work for that. They was just born. If you're a beautiful woman, you're a handsome dude, you ain't work to get that.
Yeah, just born.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, you just talking about how I look, you don't even know me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not your identity.
Right.
So it's something to that. Like you gotta constantly find challenges in order to at least be at peace mentally. Because you know, it's something about tapping into your potential that.
Little commercial break.
Yeah, man. I forgot what we was talking about.
Shout out to Little Rock, Arkansas. Man. This dude named Darren McFadden, one of the coldest running backs that ever come out of college, man.
Bro, you know Darren McFadden lost $236 million, man.
Hey, if he ever needed a building to come jump off of now.
Hey, you know he lost that.
Man, that is a lot of money to lose, man. How you lose it? Somebody ain't steal that? Say somebody stole it, he ain't lose it. Somebody stole an investment. Yeah. So he invested in Bitcoin early, bro. Oh. And he didn't come up?
Bro. He invested, well, this the thing. Bitcoin was real shady back in the day. So you would have to like sometimes meet up with people and get some Bitcoin from them, or you had to like know exactly how to invest it. So he went through a middleman to put it into the account. He gave him like probably $7 million, something like a very small amount of money.
Oh, I know you heard it right.
To him, and it was by the time that he found out, it would have been $236 million, and this is before this year where it boomed up to 40, 50, 60,000 per Bitcoin. So if he still had it, he'd probably be a billionaire right now. But the guy never invested. They stole the money.
Dang.
Yeah, man. Darren McFadden.
Tough luck, man. Man, my prayers go out to Darren, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh, I don't know what I would do.
I know what you
want to find
him. Yeah, I know what you want to do.
Man, that's a lot of money to lose.
Man, where the hell we leave off at, man?
Man, we was talking about,
you know what we talking about. It ain't no way.
I was hoping this gonna come up.
Yeah, man, it's something about tapping into your potential that, I don't know, it just, it unlocks something, man.
Yeah.
It unlocks something. Like, bro, 4 years ago, you was happy?
No, man.
You was miserable.
You have your days.
Right.
But overall, I just knew it was just so much that I wanted to get into.
Right.
But just wasn't where I wanted to be. And so overall, nah, man, I had some rough days, man. Some rough days at work. You know, some rough days coming home. Some rough days looking in the mirror. Some rough days, just rough days.
Yeah.
You know, driving to work. I'm just like, bro.
Sad.
Definitely wasn't being challenged. Definitely needed more, wanted more.
When they asked, when Aaron and Ian asked that question, what does life look like when you get serious?
Yeah.
That one stuck with me, man.
Yeah.
That definitely stuck with me, and I'm like, you know, when I get serious, my normal days look like my best days right now.
Yeah.
Where I have an agenda, I'm crossing stuff off the list. You know, I'm following up on things that I missed earlier in the week. I'm reaching out to people I care about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not putting stuff on the back burner that I know I need to get done. That's what it looked like when I get serious. And it's like every day has purpose. Every moment has, you know, something assigned to it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just decompressing from all the work that we did. You know, but the intentionality is like a huge piece to that satisfaction, that happiness, and that pursuit. And I think the way that you keep that happiness or that content as you progress in age is you expand your horizons. What you always say, what's the word? Exposure.
Yeah, exposure.
You increase your exposure. You know, you build your understanding. You challenge yourself periodically. You stick to a schedule. You know, you create your life, right? And you start to weed out the things that don't pour into your happiness. But I think a lot of times, man, I look at people around me, you know, the people in my family, out of my family, that aren't content, that aren't happy. It's because they wake up, turn the TV on, call people, talk about what they ain't doing, talk about what you ain't doing, you know, find some way that they could take away from your, you know, your happiness, so that you could be on their level, you know, because they got so many days where it was just wasted. You know, so many days where somebody else was benefiting off of you delaying your purpose.
It was crazy. Like, I remember being somewhat, you know, in that cycle where I had those conversations about stuff, what I ain't doing, and, you know, things that I'm trying to do, right? But I don't know, I feel like I was never the one to really try to tear down nobody's happiness though. I was never in that conversation. Like, people doing good and be like, great, I'm just trying to get there too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear too much. I want, you know what I'm saying? Because it just hurt me because I ain't there. You know what I'm saying? I just want, just let me lock in, let me figure something out so I can get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But, yeah, man, pursuit of happiness is definitely something you locking in on things that you're interested in, right? And trying to take that to the next level, challenging yourself day in, day out. Like I be telling my lady all the time, you ain't tired. You ain't tired.
Yeah.
You ain't tired. Cause you use that excuse, we ain't never gonna get done, nothing that we're gonna get done. Cause I used to be there, now I'm tired. Well, I just stayed up to 3 in the morning after I just said I was tired at 7 p.m., right? So I'm not doing nothing that I had on that agenda, nothing I had on that list.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking about I'm tired.
Dang.
You ain't tired. Come on, man. You staying up 4 a.m. on the phone.
Online, YouTube. Yeah, people will watch a movie before they'll work on their passion.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm guilty of it, man.
Man, we've been there. I've been there.
Yeah. That I think it's just so easy to be. Damn. What is that feeling that you get from doing something mindless, man? What's the word for that?
From doing something mindless? I don't know. Are you talking about the whole after feeling that you have even when you know that, man, I had during? I don't know.
It's like you're masking your pain, man. That's like what you was talking about with the Madden thing.
Yeah.
Where that was your drug.
That was my scapegoat.
Right. It's no different. Madden is no different in my eyes than a bottle of whiskey, bro.
When I know I had all this stuff to do, but I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and turn to this Madden. You right.
Yeah.
Luckily, I ain't turned to that whiskey. Well, my liver be so.
Yeah, bro. Hey, you would be best up right now, bro.
I don't don't know if I'd be here. You know how much Madden I was playing?
You was playing a lot of Madden. Hey, I would come over.
I don't think
I was playing a lot of Madden, man.
That whiskey would have been, I'd have been laid up right eating through a tube.
Yeah, I'm glad you would have been on dialysis for sure.
It's good, bro. Tore up, man.
Yeah, man. That's that dopamine response. We've talked about it before.
For sure. I had a strong addiction to turn into the video game for when, running away from things that I had to accomplish. When I was feeling depressed, that was also something I was turning to. Right? Yeah, man. Until one day, I don't know what I think I watched the ET video.
ET will get it.
What do you do, right? When you got 1,000 people
that want exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Rick Ross said it, man. He said, whatever you did last year wasn't enough. Go harder than you did last year and learn to enjoy it even more. And when you can flip that mindset and start to love learning, start to love expansion, understanding, growth. When you get the dopamine from unlocking a new level, that's when you're gonna be happy, bro.
Yeah, this is definitely in terms of happiness, my life. I mean, in adulthood, I'm here. Like this is the best I've been feeling in terms of mentally, right? It's just like, it's a lot of work. We've been working hard this year.
Yeah.
But I feel great, man. I feel great. Days and just learning how to prioritize. Right now, I feel like I'm in a whole new operating system. I gotta learn my world right now of what I'm creating, and
I feel like I gotta update my phone, bro.
Yeah.
For real. I feel like I gotta update my phone, bro. I feel like I updated last year this time, and we'll touch on this time last year. Probably next time we meet up. But it was like my RAM was. When your RAM get full, you gotta restart. Last year my RAM was full, man. I had to restart. I did it, and that carried me. And I remember, I recall, man. It's been times where I had to reset, and that carried me for a little bit, and there would be years in between the next time. Yeah. Right now, I feel like I gotta reset it again, bro.
Yeah, we always changing, right? Always adapting, and right now, we learning a lot of stuff on the fly and trying to adapt to that and move, which is a task in itself.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But it's been good. It's been good. It's a good feeling knowing that we're close. We're getting close.
Man, it's gonna be so incredible, man. Manifesting that, them Panera talks, man. We've done it up to this point. Just manifesting. We're gonna accomplish something. We're gonna get some letters behind our name. We got some letters behind our name now, right? But now it's like, as opposed to that traditional track of get a job, what Brock was talking about previously, of that entrepreneurship rock where it's all on you. Can't nobody can build it for you. Nobody can take it away from you.
That's one thing too. I don't know for the people out there if they ever been, if they ever place themselves in a situation where it's all on them, right? Damn. When you really in that pursuit of happiness, right, and you chasing something, and you get, there's a place where your back is against the wall. I remember that place where I decided to take the route that I've taken, and there was just so much weight that was holding in on me studying and getting this done. This is gonna change. I need this. I remember that feeling. I need this. This is it. I know this is gonna unlock X, Y, Z doors. But it was all on me, right? Nobody was telling me, Brad, you gotta do this. Nobody was waking me up. Nobody was looking over my shoulder. Hey, you doing your work. It was just me. All the money on myself.
Yeah.
And when I completed what I had, tasked out for myself, when I completed that, that first door opened up, it's boom. Dang, I did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there you go, that whole new, what's that chemical?
Dopamine.
Yeah, that whole feeling.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, it was a big hit. Like I had this immersive feeling. I remember seeing that congratulations on the screen, and then from that congratulations to that phone call, and then moving forward from there, it's like, man, this is crazy. Like that's all I had to do to get the same feeling, the feeling that I was getting when I was playing Madden.
In low hits.
Right, in low hits, and still, not getting nothing that I wanted to get done and feeling like crap once that game turned off.
Oh my God.
I'm feeling terrible. Damn. I'm still sitting here doing the same old stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely a new high in a sense, like where, dang, I'm also, I'm getting the same feeling, but I'm actually doing something that, I want to do, and it's reaping benefits in my life and helping out others,
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. I guess, man, we could encourage people, man, to challenge yourself. Whatever the distractions are, I think I asked one of the young boys this. I asked him, what's the habits that you need to get rid of? And he wrote down one. It was procrastination. And inside of that, he could identify a few things that he would go to when he procrastinated. But if you're doing something that's taking you away from something that you know is calling you, you can feel it. Even if you don't know what it is that's calling you, just know that something else better than what you're doing right now is calling you.
Yeah.
You got to take time, write it down, and figure out how you're gonna get to where you need to get to, and that is gonna be so much more impactful than whatever that thing that's pulling you away from your purpose is. So when we embark on this journey, man, of contacting these schools, it's just, bro, the process, man.
Yeah,
the process. I just can't wait
until the process.
I can't wait until we really at a flow state.
Yeah.
And we've done it. Not going through with the program. We've made the pitch several times.
Yeah.
And we confident in the product that we're selling and how we're gonna deliver it. Because then it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time,
yeah.
Bro.
Man, that's crazy, man. I be having dreams about that too. I'm like, dang, bro. Like you talk about the Panera days, man, when you said, man, I just want to talk. Inspire some folk.
Yeah.
And that moment is here, right? Like Proc said, you hold on to it long enough.
Yeah.
It will manifest with and through you, right? You just gotta put the work in, keep surrounding yourself with, like-minded people. That may be difficult, right? Because you got relationships from way back when, right? People started taking different routes. You got, family members that you may be close with it, telling you X, Y, Z. But try to surround yourself with like-minded people that can help encourage you and push you in that direction that, you've visioned. Man, I seen the Martin Luther King statue today, man, out there in DC. When I was looking at the blossoms for my lady, I was like, dang, bro, he just had a dream. Now his face gonna live forever right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He just had a dream like, man, I want this to happen. I need this to happen. He put the work in, and now we sitting here in a penthouse.
I think he was 38 when he passed, man.
Young.
I think he was 38. When he was assassinated, let's say it the right way.
He was
38.
And his operating system was different from day one.
He went to college at 15.
Bro, he ain't come in for no games, bro.
You know what? It's the last thing I want to say. You can keep going, but it's the last thing I gotta say. Talk to somebody about retirement planning.
Yeah.
What I know about retirement planning, I know $6,000 when you're 20 is gonna be about $250,000 to $500,000 when you're 60. I know most 60-year-olds I know don't have $250,000 to $500,000.
Yeah.
If I tell you that, if someone told me that, it's nothing that's gonna stop me from getting $6,000 in my account when I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If somebody told me that, the first year that I found out what compound interest does, I maxed that thing out.
Right.
Because there's nothing else that I don't know nothing else that can turn 6 into 500.
Yeah.
You feel me? Someone said they're young, they got time to invest in retirement. is literally the opposite. Now, I'm not talking about retirement investing. Martin Luther King was 30-something years old when he passed, when he was killed. Malcolm X, 30-something years old when he was assassinated.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle, 33 years old when he was assassinated, right? Like, you don't have time.
Yeah.
You might not get killed by somebody trying to, that might not, I don't wish that on nobody. I hope that don't happen, but it's gonna happen to somebody, right? But you drive a car every day. If you ain't got no car, you ride the bus every day. If you ain't got no bus, you walk every day. You go outside. COVID is killing everybody. We started this off saying RIP to like 10 people, bro.
Yeah.
You don't have time. Now, I get it. You die, you ain't even gonna have none of the benefit of that retirement money. Get your life insurance policy so your family can eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get on your purpose so while you are here, you might be able to tap into something that can change your life while you're here.
Yeah.
You don't have no time. And I'm sorry, but the exchanging your time for money thing, that's archaic. It's outdated. You better contribute something to this ecosystem that's gonna live after you die, other than your time.
So, man, pursuit of happiness never ended, man.
Yeah.
Never ended. Hey, shout out to MLK, man.
Shout out. Man, rest in peace to anybody. And prayers out to people who lost loved ones during the pandemic. We feel for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Once again, anybody we mentioned on this podcast, anybody we didn't mention on this podcast, man, our hearts are with y'all. Yeah, man. Yeah. God bless.
Write it down.
You can't wait your whole life to make a change.
Believe in yourself.
Innovate with integrity and intentionality.
Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.